Hey everybody, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and this is the 38th episode in my 4th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. Some good comments to go through for this episode. I want to start with one that actually comes from my friend Jake in an off-camera game that we have been playing. Jake and Dan and I have been playing a co-op game, and with regard to the questions I had about suppress nature and whether what exactly it meant by removing terrain penalties, the answer to that question is more or less that it doesn't mean terrain. It actually means climate. It's kind of weird that the game says terrain, because what terrain means is specifically like that's barrens. Okay, barrens is the terrain here, but fertile plains is the terrain there, but it's all subterranean climate. And units in cities don't really care. They don't dislike any terrain. They like some terrain. Tigran cities like barrens, for example. Elves like forests. But none of them dislike a specific type of terrain. They do dislike specific types of climates. The way we tested this is that Jake is actually playing a dreadnought in our co-op game, and he had a city that I think was like ×7 for disliked terrain in the morale penalties. In fact, I think it'd be easier to show you guys. For example, my elf city here, if I highlight this, it says disliked terrain times 233. Or 223. I don't really actually know. It seems odd that there'd be 223 tiles in this city, but I could be wrong. If you multiply all those out, that might actually have 233 tiles. But anyway, I know that Jake had exactly 7 Arctic tiles in an orc city, and it said dislike terrain times 7. And when he cast suppress nature on it, it removed that to 0. So it basically meant the orcs didn't care about those 7 Arctic tiles anymore. As you can see, it says disliked terrain here, 223, but it says terrain, it's referring to the climate. So that's what that spell does. It is a little redundant for me underground, as I do have Domain of Earth, which is actually a better spell for underground cities, because it actually makes the cities like that terrain specifically, and units within the border of those cities, as far as I know. So I think for underground, Domain of Earth would be better for me, but for above ground, Suppress Nature might actually be quite nice for this elf city. So that's just something I wanted to clear up. Comment from Arvid Nelson. Well, with regard to this city, actually, Kusani pointed out correctly that it does have a decent bit of production as well as a flow rock quarry. It's got a quarry, and it's got 2 mana forges. It's got the haste berries there. Unfortunately, this is just outside of its reach, but this city should be able to get pretty good production. And I could cast mana fuel cells on it to make it even better. So, might be a good forward base city for producing machines, I think, going forward. Both Red Marut and Jim Bro pointed out that I should probably finish researching Produce Ironclad before building a navy. They are 100% right about that. I'm actually going to put this on pause. Well, not put it on pause. I'm going to go ahead and make another Firstborn on this turn, and then build like 5 ironclads. I already have 1 galleon there, but I'll go ahead and build ironclads in the next turn. I'm actually going to switch from invention to produce ironclad warship. I can get that in 1 turn. So I'll start making ironclads in the next turn. That'll be far better than the galleons that I was making. And galleons are good. Ironclads are better. So I also have a comment from Jeff with regard to my sorcerer army. 2 good comments from Jeff this episode, actually. The sorcerer army here, now that they have Thunderstorm, it would make sense for me to get rid of the flame-based units that are in this army, and ideally replace them with units that do shock damage, or, like the Naga Matriarchs, units that could summon a Thunderstorm. So I think that's where this next Matriarch is going to go, and probably the one after her as well. I'm going to send them up to join my Sorcerer army, and they'll be a good fit for that army. And as I get units up there to reinforce the Sorcerer army, I will go ahead and remove some of the flame units. So the Forge Priest is going to go, the Flame Tank's going to go, probably the Juggernaut too, just because the Thunderstorm effect that the Sorcerer casts lowers fire damage, and also makes units more vulnerable to shock, which is definitely bad for the Juggernaut, the Flame Tank, also bad for the Golem for that matter. I thought about summoning an Earth Elemental with this army, but it wouldn't be good for the Earth Elemental either if the enemy units had shock damage, so I'll have to think about what units I replace them with, per se, for now. So I think the Human Priest actually might be a good fit for this army going forward. And I think I'm going to put that one, I'm going to go ahead and replace the dwarf now with the human priest. The human priest has Bestow Iron Heart, which is perfectly fine healing spell. And I actually wouldn't mind the Spirit Ray. This army has no spirit damage, so I'll have the Spirit Ray to add to this army. Unfortunately, that is a Champion 2 Forge Priest. I'm almost starting over with a new human priest, but he'll level up pretty fast as things move along. And his abilities won't be negated by or diminished by the shock magic. Jeff's other comment was with regard to, his abilities won't be diminished by the thunderstorm, because the thunderstorm won't be lowering his fire damage, because he doesn't do fire damage. Okay, so down in the south we've got Jeff, another comment from him with regard to this tomb, correctly pointed out that if I tunnel up like here, or really any of these 3 tiles, I could actually put a fort down here, or build one. I could build one with the builder, and have a little fort down here that could get those resources. Not a bad idea. It should be pretty secure too behind the cave wall, as long as they don't have anything that could dig. And then Sarah Feingold had a comment with regard to with regard to building a laboratory in this city. I think in the last episode I was trying to figure out a way to get that done in one turn. Sarah pointed out that I could stop casting Dragon Oil and cast Mana Fuel Cells on that city real quick, then go back to casting Dragon Oil. I think I could do that. We'll see if... Okay, I can abort spell, so no problems there. I can abort that spell with no mana penalty. I can throw Mana Fuel Cells on there real fast. Yep, right there. That gets the laboratory done in one turn, as well as maybe a couple other things. 143 production. I actually don't know if it'll get anything else done in one turn, but probably wouldn't be bad to have on there anyway. I need to keep upgrading that for the Grand Palace. So, but then I'm going to go back and continue with Dragon Oil, which will still be done and ready to cast on Rabad, or whatever this city is called down here. Be able to cast that on the next turn. Yep. Okay, so that's all the comments. I'm going to continue moving along here. I've got actually another matriarch, which I think I'm considering sending her up now for the Sorcerer Army. I'm taking a little bit of a chance here and leaving this area vulnerable, but with the tower up I should have some advance warning if anything tries to come through. I want her and the other matriarch, so we're going to add 2 of them to the Sorcerer Army. I think they'll be a good fit for it. And then I'll be relying, if anything comes through here, I'll be relying on the machines that I'm building in Remond here to help defend this choke point. And I can always, if I need to, pull stuff down in case of an emergency, but for now I want these other units to stay here for the time being. I am going to add the Juggernaut to that group. I actually do have a matriarch here already, so I will send her out. And then these 2 can both... Actually, that one, I bet... Oh, cool. That one could get the Hasteberries on the next turn, and they could both be halfway up to the Sorcerer really fast. Just in time for the Firstborn to dig this out here. Yeah. The Firstborn. Oh my gosh. The Prospector. Everything is a Firstborn. Prospectors have all been promoted to Firstborns. I wish I could do that. That'd be awful convenient. But yes, this road is now complete, so these 2 matriarchs can move right up through here, no problem. I'm going to have him go back to... Well, there's really no reason not to tunnel this out either. Because that also just goes to other parts of my territory, so I will open that up for machines and stuff that want to come through. In fact, he probably should get that one, because they got to go south around that rock wall anyway, so I'll try to remember that on the next turn. This city just grew up to be a metropolis. I'm going to add the observatory here. That's going to be 2 turns, even if I did cast Mana... Well, no, Mana Fuel Cells would get that done in 1 turn, but that's okay. I'm out of casting points, so I can't really worry too much about that. Great Temple is done here. And I got the Grand Palace coming up next. Alright. And there goes pretty much all my money on this turn. Alright, I'm going to leave this boat parked right here for now. They have... Oh, wow, that extra movement bonus applies to ships as well. They have 44 movement points. My gosh. Look how far this guy can go in 1 turn. Alright, well, he's going to hang out there because I don't want him to sail out and get himself killed on pirates somewhere. This, I might actually cancel production of something else in a different city, because this one needs to keep upgrading. Well, it's going to need a shrine anyway, so I may as well build the shrine. But this city I need to keep prioritizing upgrades on, because this is going to make some excellent Dwarf Forge priests. And as usual, there's always another knight to ship out. Which I think this one is going to go down... Yeah. And we continue down this way. This group here... Wait, what do we have here? Is that an enemy city or a vassal? It's a vassal of an enemy, it seems. Or is it just an independent... Oh, it's just an independent vassal city. I mean, it's not a vassal of anyone. It's just purely independent. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to mess with the Flow Rock Quarry yet until I have a little backup here. Okay, I can actually move them here. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. We can go through here. This is probable victory, so I'm going to manual combat this. I think there's 2 assassins in this group, or maybe just the one, I think. Alright. I don't like him, so we're all going to charge that guy. Okay, well that's going to do the trick there. And I may as well try to kill another one of these guys. Are any of them an elf that'll going to do a little more damage? No. Not really. Okay, well, you go here. And you do that. Now that the assassin's gone, I think the odds are much more heavily in my favor here. Kind of annoying that they all picked on that knight. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, get your life back. Has he already sprinted? I think he did. That one has not. It's not going to matter because I don't want to take the attack of opportunity. So he's just going to attack me. No, he went after the one that was looking at him. I question that logic, but okay. Okay, and then I can clear all these spiders. And then go clear the quarry real quick. Get all that done in one shot. Now these guys are going to... These are really the first Dwarf Firstborn that are rolling off the lines that have all the upgrades that I wanted. Because some of the other ones that I have out there are kind of like just Firstborns I picked up over time. But these guys have meteoric armor... so +2 defense, +40% fire and frost protection. They also have enchanted armor, which is another 2 defense, and +1 resistance. And then on top of that, they have killing momentum from the dungeon, the extra melee damage from the dungeon. These guys do 21 damage per hit. They have lifesteal from the enchanted, or whatever that enchantment is I cast on my city, Embrace Darkness. So 19 defense, 13 resistance, 21 attack. These guys are going to be great. Unfortunately, the enemies are all running away from them. I can't say I blame them, though. I think I would take my chances with the knights on this one. Speaking of the knights, how can I kill that hunter spider baby? Oh, good. These guys have... It's actually not a problem at all. These guys have lifesteal, and they have guns. So I can do a little bit of damage to him with the gun, finish him off with the knight, get some health back. And probably going to do the same thing to this hunter spider over here. I don't like hunter spiders. They have a tendency to cause trouble. Actually, you know what? Either one of them could web me if they wanted to. So I'm going to take the one in the middle that's close to my other stuff. This guy needs health, so I'm going to shoot. And then I'm going to attack. It's actually probably a good thing they're going after my knights, because I think I'm going to get more health back fighting stuff than I'm going to lose. Well, maybe not quite. That is unfortunately a warg, so I'm just going to shoot that. And I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, go for it. You guys matter, I promise. Just stay there. Okay, now that's just rude. There we go. I can't tell if they left that battle with more health than they went in with or not. But anyway, it's more gold for me. That's a vault of knowledge right there. I only just now noticed that. Or maybe I did a long time ago and then forgot about it. Either way, it would be useful for making elf longbows if I wanted to do that with this city, since I didn't really have another plan for it. Regardless, I want to clear it. And I want to clear that Sphinx Temple. That's been sitting there this whole time. Okay, Flow Rock Quarry can... Thinking the Flow Rock Quarry... Well, no, I'll get the Flow Rock Quarry while I'm here, just for the extra gold. Because these units are already, like, right here. But then I'm going to go back and clear that other stuff. Probable victory, huh? We'll see about that. Some of my knights are a little beat up, so need to be careful. But these firstborn are not afraid of anything this army has to throw at them. I actually could almost just let them handle this one on their own. I'm just going to keep the knights in the back and bring them in only if I need them. And try to avoid lining them up for the dang sphinxes. Well, this Sphinx right here made a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna smash some people. Get some of my life back. This battle is not going so well for them. And killing momentum. Oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna have so much fun with these guys. Maybe he'll crit. That'd be fun. Nope. It's okay. Alright, well, this... Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to just get these guys in enemy territory. But they have a few things to do here first, so... Tunic of the Young Adventurer. That I might want. That I think I might want. I'm going to take this. I'm going to sell the Thief's Cowl almost right away. Who's got... I think all my heroes are like full on items right now because I was moving around a whole bunch of them. But I'm thinking the Warlord might benefit from that. Depending on what his current chest piece is. Holy Champion. Yeah, I'm setting him up to... I want to get him to be able to pounce. Because if I have Pounce and Defender, those two go really well together. And he's got a large amount of defense as it is. My King also might benefit from that. My King might even be better, except he doesn't have Tireless. May need to get him something that gives him Tireless. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Because my King's got 24 defense, and it's a percentage bonus, so 20% of 24 is... Well, 20% would be 1/5 of 20, so 1/5 of 20 would be 4. So it'd be a little more than that. It'd be like... It'd be about 5. Like a 5 defense bonus. I could give him Pounce. I can give him an item that gives him Tireless, and make him kind of a wall. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. That gives me something to produce down here. I do need to remember that this city needs to make an item to allow my sorcerer to seduce things. Because I want to try to pick up a snake with this guy. Over here? No, down here. Yeah. This spawning structure, where is it? I know there's a monster spawner out here somewhere. I think I'm looking at... Yeah, there it is. That probably has some shock serpents on it. I want them for the sorcerer's army. That's something Jeff suggested, and I think it's a great idea. So I want him to have like some sort of seduce item. He's kind of full on stuff here. So what I'm going to do is make that first. Yeah, I'm going to make that first. There it is, forge item. There it was. I'm sorry, I really don't have very creative names for these things. Seduction box it is. Forge that in a couple turns. I'm actually thinking about hurrying production on some of this. Minus 50 gold and minus 100 happiness. We'll let it play out. I'm not like in a huge rush, but it would be nice to get some of these items out faster. But yeah, that, tireless boots, I need to remember that going into future episodes. I will probably forget. Okay, that's done. I think I want... city's going to grow in a turn or two. Still would probably benefit from stone walls. You know, if units come through there and I have to abandon that city, I'm going to end up selling the walls anyway. So for now, just to do a shrine, we'll go with the... Tyrants are unhappy. We'll go with the economic route. Okay, that's done. Already got one of those priests out in the world doing stuff. And I guess I can build a shrine here. And we'll not be building anything here for now. Yeah, so I'm not going to be keeping my gold at over 1,000 anytime soon. Not until these grand palaces are done. I kind of need to build the Dreadnought's Foundry here probably sooner rather than later. That's probably more important than either of those shrines that I just ordered. Yeah, I'm going to cancel those. You guys don't need that. Go back on merchandise. And I don't remember where the other one was that I just started building a second ago. Which city was that? That city's merchandise now. I don't remember where that other city was. I need to find that because I want Dreadnought's Foundry down there fast. Producing one here, but that city needs to keep going. Where the heck was that last city that I just asked for a shrine in? That's a laboratory done in one turn. You know what? I'm getting frustrated looking for it. I have a different idea. Where's my sorcerer? Where are you? I'm just losing track of everything, aren't I? Irigor, Bullstone, Bazaar. There you are. Trick playing on a big map like this. I'm going to sell this. That'll get me enough gold, and it's an item I'll probably never use. Alright, and then I can go here, get the Dreadnought Foundry. Alright. So, good things happening over there. We'll need merchandise here for this turn. This builder, I have other places I want it to be, and I kind of need to get it out of the line of fire of red. So he's just going to have to sail around. I want him to go down and get in the underground to build a road through that area I tunneled out with my builder, so that units can move through there faster. Spy drone, spying out that island. Still don't see the pirates, wherever they are. That island wouldn't be a bad place to have a city. You could even make boats out there too, because the Flow Rock Quarry, you could get boats with a bunch of nice bonuses. You could also get Mariners Guild. It'd be kind of a cool city. Alright, what are we doing over here? We got a mess. A whole mess of units. Getting ready to charge at red. Oh yeah, I was kind of wondering about what the best route to get to him is. He's very well guarded by all those rapids. I think the general idea is go up here, hit the Goblin City one way or another, and then either embark and try to get across through here, which is dangerous considering he has Manicore Riders, or just continue around. Continuing around may leave me vulnerable to a counterattack, but it's probably safer for the army doing the attacking. Alright, so I'm going to actually pause this for a minute, because I'm going to need to think this through, who's going with who here. So I'll talk about that as soon as I come back, but I want to kind of carefully... Well, maybe I won't need to. No, I probably won't need to. I need to just keep in mind the Theocrat has Divine Justiciars. So by default, that means both the Phalanxes go with him, because I can't get them back, as well as the Troll. They're not replaceable. The Necromancer is good with the units she currently has, I think. I kind of need... Okay. She needs another healer to help out with all those Titans who are going to be probably taking a pounding. Do I have any more reanimated? Okay, good. I do. Got a Wraith. She has a Wraith King with her. I kind of like that. Alright, so what she's going to do is move over here. And I'm going to give this caster to her. Alright, so that army's basically set up good to go. For the Sorcerer, I believe one of these guys is a ridiculous champion level something or other. Champion 8, the Forge Priest. I think I'll stick him with the I called him a Sorcerer, the Theocrat. They could use some extra healing too, so that'll help keep him alive, and because he's just a stupidly powerful tier 2 unit. And then I guess the Firstborn, is this a fully upgraded Firstborn, I wonder? He does not have the Enchanted Armory. No, he's not one of my new ones, but that's okay. Maybe the Champion 1 Knight. I don't really know who else should go. They got, they don't have a cavalry in it, so I'll throw a knight in with them. And then for the third stack is just going to be kind of the remaining best units that I can come up with. The undead are kind of... I'm thinking I want them to do their own thing. They're stuck there for this turn, so I'm going to position the Necromancer units there, put them on hold. And then who should go in the last group? We're going to bring if I bring those knights, they're going to need a lot of healing. I could make it undead. That would be the Wraith, the Reanimator, the Deathbringer. But they're not going to do too great at healing. So I may leave them back on defense. Instead, I'll send up the Ice Queen. I will send up the... well, really all of those units. Ice Queen... I guess it doesn't hurt to have her around. Who else? I'm thinking the Phantasm Warrior because I like them so much because of their physical resistance, but I am going up against a Draconian Warlord with units that will do fire damage. So on that note, probably best to just bring a Knight. Yeah, I'll just bring another Knight along. So we'll have another stack of living units. That'll work. He's got some healing to do. And then the rest, I think these undead, like for example, I'm going to leave them hanging out here. They'll serve as backup if I need more. I want probably all the undead on the city in one stack so they can heal each other. And then I'll have these other guys kind of hanging out with them as soon as they can move up there. That Lost Soul can go with that stack too. Okay, so otherwise this looks good. I think this is the army I will be moving forward with. Oh wait, I do have the cannon back here. That's right. I definitely want that in here somewhere. Alright, who's getting dropped for a cannon? I think that really one of those knights probably needs to get dropped for the cannon. So I'm going to move it here. And then I'll just throw it in for one of the knights. Yep. Alright, I think I'm pretty good. Pretty good there. I'll have these guys wait. Wait, no. Have them camp. Don't have anything better to do. Alright, and then I think it's now 2 turns until I can talk to them about becoming a vassal. I don't know what to do with the spy drone in the meantime. I think actually there's probably area in here that I would like... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to send him north to scout out the way for my other armies. And because he's a machine unit, Great Mobilization also helps him move a lot faster. That's really, really nice. On the strategic map, especially. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to send this to... Well, the Warlord's close to my king, so that'll go to him for now. And then I guess the Sorcerer? That other seduction box or whatever it is going to be done soon. I'm just going to end up selling some of these items. I could sell one up. I'm sure he's got some other piece of junk I don't need. So hopefully recognize that when they finally arrive and just sell them off. Alright, we got units leaving from the island from the fighting with purple. I'll land these guys up here. We'll have the Firstborn kind of join that group. Depending on how beat up those guys are, they might need some backup. Alright, put the Firstborn here for now. And then I want them going back, excuse me, going back towards that cave entrance. Alright, that all looks good. These boats here are still kind of doing an important job keeping an eye out for things. That lone warbreed walking through there is going to get itself killed. Alright, so remembering to move the Juggernaut first to clear the trees, clearing the way for other units. I believe I can move everyone down through there and kill the warbreed. And still leave myself in a triangle formation, I think. Yeah, it looks like I could. Because anyone could reach that tile. So I'm going to move like this. And actually I'll just attack with this group. Sure, I can handle a warbreed. They will have disintegrate, so I don't want anything to die if it can be avoided. I'm going to try to kill him. How far can he move? Let's just lure him in and try to kill him with something that, or let him attack something that he's not going to do much, if any, damage to. The Phalanx has 16 defense, the Knight has 17, so the Knight's slightly better at dealing with that. Then when he comes in, I can just heal the Knight for a little extra XP. Whoops. Or I can heal myself. Wait. Did he level up or did I just level up? I think I just leveled up. Alright, whatever. Was not paying attention to the angle there. Speaking of angles, I was going to use them to heal the Knight, but I actually can't do that with that guy standing there. Okay, so everybody bum rushing this direction. Should be within a couple turns of his capital. Or not his capital, just that big city over there. Still not 100% sure where his capital is. Yep, Colin did level up. And he is going to get Tireless. And he will get Toughness too. Ooh, Toughness and Tireless are both excellent. I don't know which one to pick. Probably Toughness. I think it's more universally useful for the rest of the units in his army. So, and then get Tireless next time he levels up. Okay, and I don't know that these boats are really needed here anymore, so I'm going to have them fall back to the bay. Or maybe continue this way and see what they can find. You know, I feel like being a little more aggressive here. We're going to go east and try to scout out and see what other cities the Tigrans have. So I kind of know what I'm running into. And more tunneling for money. Alright, I think these guys actually just moved right in the middle of all my stuff here. I'll get rid of them real fast and then reinforce that choke point city I've got over to the west there. Because this group is all kind of beat up and those machines don't have a way to repair. Yeah, I guess I'm going to move everybody back and wait for those machines to be ready to shoot. Alright, something like that. Ah, the poison damage. Fairies don't like that. Okay, kind of need the fire damage too after the air elemental. Wonder if there's a way I could... How far exactly does that shoot? 5 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I was actually right next to it, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that'd be perfect. I'm going to take a couple hits to do this. I'm okay with that. Because I'm going to get everybody caught up in that blast. And then, of course, Just gonna move away from it, and there we go. Forgot that guy had Predator, so he did bonus damage on that attack of opportunity. Almost killed that fairy, but we're good. Yeah, everybody needs to come back and heal, I think. Matter of fact, we'll get those fairies with the Forge Priest, and they can start healing now. And I need those machines actually in the city so that they can start healing now, as the Masters Guild. What did he just pick up? Oh, he picked up the Lucky Cloverfield. Alright, and then we've got fun and games with Red over here. All I can really do here is sit and brace for the attack. That's about it. Just wait and see what happens. I may be able to send some extra units back. I don't really know. Might not be a bad idea if I actually just gave them the haste berries and sent them back to help reinforce that area. You know what? I'm going to do that. I can't afford Red breaking through over there. They can't break through now, but they could always bring more backup. So I probably need to bring backup of my own. I think or hope this area is safe to go through right now. I'm kind of taking a chance there. Okay, finally, going to the next turn. Here we go. That reanimator's going to have his work cut out for him, keeping that army patched up. There's only one of him and 5 of them. Okay, so who's up to move right now? Domain invasion at Kusani. Well, I know where that is. Yeah, I was expecting them to take that city back pretty quick. Oh, they lowered the morale, which lowered the productivity. Which means that will not be done in 2 turns. That will be, or 1 turn. It will be done in 2. Valerie currently moving. I'm gonna switch up here to Red and keep an eye on this area. Is he gonna go for it? Kind of looks like it. Come on, do it. Alright, very likely defeat. I'm not sure that I believe that. But we will see. This is my first real defensive battle this game, so I'd like to make a good show of it. Let's see here. We've got 2 war breeds that are going to smash up my walls, 2 Manicore Riders that are going to fly right over my walls, and a flyer to go with them. I think that I'm going to try to lure those Manicore Riders to come over the walls and hopefully meet that Earth Elemental on the other side, who is just going to laugh at them. The Juggernaut up here. Can't fire yet, but that's alright. I'll put all the archers on the walls for now and see what happens if those Manicore Riders get close. Also, may want to consider starting to cast some spells. Could summon Siege Engine. Choking Fumes might not be bad. The longer their units have to walk to get to my walls, the better. And my machines are immune. I don't really have many machines, but I think in general on defense, Choking Fumes would be pretty good. Dragon Machine Undead and Incorporeal units are immune. I don't think this guy's incorporeal. He's an elemental, but I think it would still affect him. Other options, maybe? Gift of Necron might be useful in the long run. Or I could just slow units. I think that's actually a better option. I'm going to slow those Manicore Riders down. That's a great spell too, because it always works. Oh, that's going to make a night and day difference in this battle. If I can keep them from flying over the walls too quick, that'll give all my range units time to absolutely wreck everything else. Alright, go ahead and smash something if you want. I figure I may as well keep slowing stuff. I believe next on that list is probably that pesky flyer. Okay, you, sir, are in the way. Get out of the way. Alright, Knight, you're up. Good luck. He's just going to heal that damage. I'm not gotta pay attention. Yeah, those guys can't go anywhere. And you know what? Anyone who wants to pick on that elemental is welcome to go right there and take that fight. I think everybody else is good. Alright, yeah, you can just sit there. You have all the fun in the world. That Phalanx is not going to be able to touch that guy. Alright, and I believe that wall is gone now. There is a problem here in that Phalanx is going to do bonus damage to the Knight, and I'm not going to do much damage back. Wait a second. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to be careful there. I can at least do this. Okay, so the goal here is gonna still be kill that Warbreed. Okay, nice critical. Alright. I do have lifesteal, so I think my Knight will be okay. I have range units to help him out. You know, the bonus damage for those crossbows comes in a little, at least a little handy here. What are these flyers doing? Are they just sitting there? They don't seem to be doing anything. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. I'll sit here picking on all their stuff until they decide to do something. kind of a weird battle. But when you negate their mobility like this, they don't really have a whole lot of options left. You know what? Let's speed things up here a bit. They're doing some poison damage. Oh, that's because that's a Goblin Manicore Rider, not a... Okay, well, I guess the Elemental will probably still be okay. It's a Goblin Manicore Rider, not a Tigran, or a Draconian. That one is a Draconian. Which, that's the one I would rather have the Earth Elemental going up against. Well, anyway, he's going to go after that Knight. Knight's going to take a little bit of a hit, but he'll be alright. Well done, sir. The only Manicore Riders this guy really has to be afraid of are probably the Elf ones, because they'd be a lot more likely to stun him. Okay, they might have regrowth. Nope, they don't. I think Draconian Race Governance 5 can give them regrowth. Might want to double check that though. Nice big chunk of damage on him there. And I see no reason to move, although I do see a reason to do this. As a matter of fact, I can finish him off now. And then it's just that poor flyer. Well, I'm super glad they attacked, because this takes a big chunk of the pressure off of me over here. It'll be a little while before, at least a couple turns before they can really truly recover from this. Oh good, I'm glad they didn't kill it, because I kind of want that guy to get the XP. Alright, well. Wave 1 down. Didn't even scratch me, hardly. Another domain invasion. Where is this at? Uh-oh. I think those dragons might... Oh wait, no, they're not a vassal yet. They just have open borders. So it's no wonder I can't see them. One turn left, okay. Oh my gosh, a lot of items. Yeah, and a lot of these are just getting sold. Like this is getting sold. Oh, that's right, I got this pounce item for him. So the boots get sold. And now the warlord has pounce. And so that defender thing, which went to the king, is going to go to him. Also, I'm selling that wand. I don't need that. What else are we getting? Dominate and Tunic of the Young Adventurer. Wait. Is that the one I just found? I thought I ended up sending that to my Dreadnought here. No, I didn't. I did send it to the warlord. Okay, a lot of this other junk just getting sold. I don't need those. Don't need that. I don't need the Mariner boots. I'll hang on to the bow in case I need to do a 3-shot. I think it's also giving me inflict bleeding wounds. Yeah, razor projectiles. The longbow I do want to keep. Those can come in handy. Finally got a fairy sword for this guy to replace that Spear of Justice, which that gets sold. And I've got another flame tongue sword and a musket. So a different melee weapon already on the way. Items are just kind of a mess. Alright, so I'm just gonna ignore them. I'll lose that city, it's fine. I'm actually just gonna cancel production of this. Well, I think they move before I actually finish it. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I would not finish that if they took the city, but you know what? I'm going to leave it, and I'll let you guys can fill me in the comments. If I leave this production going, when they take the city, will I lose it? Or will I finish the building first and then they take the city when it gets to their turn? I know my mana regenerates like at the end of my turn. I don't know if my buildings complete production either. I think they do, so I'm actually going to leave that there because it'll be there when I come back, unless they sell it. But I'll probably get back to them before then. There's not much of an army down here. They can make it there. I think this is good. Yep, very slowing everybody down. Alright, and for my next skill, we'll go back to invention. On that note, my boats are ready to be produced. Hopefully I can get them out in one turn apiece. That would be pretty cool. Ironclad warships, one turn apiece. Excellent. Okay. And then you can move along, go help everybody else in fighting. Okay, I got a few events. Festival of Magic. Shrine's done here, and I know I want to keep going with production in this city. I'm going to get the temple next, probably. Actually, this city could use the growth. I think I'll grab the hospital here. I'm still going to get a Grand Palace in it before making Forge Priests. But I'll just prioritize upgrading that city over others. Okay, Stonewall here. Also, I used up some of my magic, so I can't cast Dragon Oil yet. But that's okay. It was worth it to make that other battle a lot easier. Alright, and my Naga. Let's see, I can... that one there. The other one would be a little faster if she just stays on the road, I think. Oh, they'll join together quite nicely there. Okay, cool. Finish clearing that out. And then he can go back to what he was doing up here. There we go. That's what I want. Raise the leader festivals. Preferably in different cities, though. That one's not doing me a whole lot of good. Oh, also, I need a little bit more money because I find a hero and sell another lousy item. You. What else do you have that you don't really need? Freezing Touch I always feel like might come in handy at some point. Anybody have anything they will just simply never use? Probably the Necromancer doesn't need that crossbow. I'm going to sell that so that I can go down here. And finish my tower. Which I think I should be able to do. I want to make sure I dig this out right. Yep. So right here is where I want it. That will give me plenty of warning of anything sneaking through that cave entrance. Or through that path there in general. How many of these guys did I order up? Because I don't really need any more here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put this city back on merchandise. I need the money. I'll probably leave that Forge Priest there. He may join these other units just to give some healing. I'll figure that out on the next turn probably, or in the next episode. I need to go ahead and wrap this one up here. I think kind of a good stopping point here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. There were some great comments this week. Especially thanks for the reminder about, building an ironclad here. Like I said, I'm pretty new to the Dreadnought class. I really haven't played it that much until this game, so I kind of got to get used to thinking like a Dreadnought. With every other class, Galleons are the best warship you get. But that's not the case with the Dreadnought. So thanks for that advice and for everything else you guys have been putting into this series. I appreciate your views. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.